I know that Mr. Dillahay has been out there surveying and been able to select the acre. You guys have already been doing your due diligence and looking for soils and septic for that area, and you've already selected where that's going to be able to be there. Is that correct? Okay. And there are also, we have done this before, just a little bit further down the road for the Zerachanskys to have a 1 acre parcel of land from William Beasley's acreage as well. So there are other R1 zones out there, so this will not be a case of spot zoning. So this meets the bill.
No, I know, I mean, the only comment I wanted to make is I don't know exactly what type of dwelling's being put there, but it's just, it's, you know, listed in zoning as a detached single family.
Single family home. Well, it's a home for her family. Yes. And they already picked okay. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my only comment, that it's just allowable single family dwellings in the area, so.
And the contractor has already come into the office, has been discussing this as well. So, yes, ma'am.
Oh, well, it's working now. That's for sure. Turn yours on, Shutter, see if it's working. No, it's just blinking.
It's just the way it's set up. There's a way to turn it where, you know, it doesn't have to be like.
Oh, okay.
Still set up in the full commission.
Okay, well, we'll give it a second. And when this happened with the old TV systems, you get a little screen would come up, say technical difficulties. You got to be old to remember that. And I'm old. He catch all are next if y'all want to be getting prepared. We'll give these microphones a chance to get going. Why don't you push that button on that one, see if it's doing anything. No, it's blinking. You want us to just go on while you're okay. Next on our agenda is and I know I'm loud. There's a site plan review this is the updated site plan for the new education building at TCAT Hartsville, which is located out on McMurray Boulevard. The state of Tennessee is going to add on to the TCAT site out there. Please give your name so our secretary can get that and tell us what you need.
Sir, name is Walter Smith. The last time we were here, there was a question about lot coverage. So we wanted to come and clarify that we run calculations of numbers, and we are proposing the new building in addition to the existing building. We're at 15 coverage. I believe.
All right.
Did you speak to the use of the additional building in red on the site plan? What it's going to be used for?
Yes, that is part of the welding program, so it's an extension of one of the vocational labs that they have, as well as additional classroom.
Okay. Ms. Rosalie? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sure.
Fire suppression system on the dry system in the rural area, or how does that work?
We're still evaluating that, and we do not believe that the existing building has the fire suppression.
In reviewing the site plan, everything looks like it would definitely fit the setbacks and what we would require as far as the coverage. Again, the size of the building is not, it's going to be nominal on the percentage of coverage. And it'll definitely meet what we have as far as our lot coverage. So thank you very much.
No, I kind of echo what Rosalie had said. I mean, I looked back at some of the previous issues we had. Looks like they've all been resolved. I still have a question about the ADA parking, and I think you mentioned it at some point but I didn't know if there's going to be ADA parking there on campus. It's still not labeled. I mean, it's not a, major thing, but it's just nice to know. Okay. Okay.
Maintaining the existing building and providing
Additional parking. Okay.
particularly for that community event.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got a friend that's just really up on, enthralled about that community room. Do you know how big that's gonna be?
600 square feet.
5,600. You don't know a guy named Cheese, do you? He, He's very anxious about it. He's our radio guy here. He has a morning talk show. Him and Jack. Jack's his favorite guest. You're one too. Nah, I'm not. All right, does anybody have any questions either for Rosalie or Jared? Okay. Do I have a motion to approve this site plan? Sorry. Have a motion by Heather to approve this site plan, have a second by David Thomas. Any discussion or questions? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed, please say no. Does pass unanimously. Thank you, gentlemen. Next on our agenda is a site plan for 10 townhome units, multifamily development by Mr. Justin Awesome at 680 River Valley. And this is in the 7th district. Please state your name, sir, for the secretary. And tell us whatever you would like. Okay. So this is old business. It was, we talked about this last time. Do you have anything that you'd like to tell us, or you just want to answer any questions that might come up?
We answer questions, we revised all the other things last week, just try to assess them.
Okay. I'm sorry, I missed your name. Cody. Anybody have any questions for Cody before we go to Rosalie and Jared? Okay, well, while y'all are thinking, Ms. Rosalie?
In looking at the site plan, they have added and made it more distinct where the entrance is. You also see where there is a fire hydrant across the street from the entrance. They have included the ADA parking. They've met all the setbacks. They do have the dumpster pad notated there. And as you can see, there is a sanitary manhole. They aren't going to have any type of buffer strip because of the different zones. It won't require one, and they will have a mail kiosk, which is required.
Okay, anybody have any questions for Ms. Rosalie? Yes, sir.
Do they have sidewalks to the mail place or around the building? I can't.
Is this one of the developments that require sidewalks?
I don't believe that this will have to require a sidewalk.
Any other questions for Ms. Rosalie? Jared?
No, so I mean, I know we looked at those previous issues that we had. Looks like, based on what I've seen, they've addressed all of those. I believe last time I did ask about sidewalks, and it was something that's not required in that area, so. I don't think that's a requirement right now for this development.
Okay.
But everything looks good. Looks like they've addressed everything from the
Okay.
previous review.
Anybody have any questions for Jerry? So it looks like all the issues from last month have been addressed. Anybody have any questions for Ms. Rosalie or Jared? Have a motion by Mr. Welch to approve. Second by Shutter. Any other questions or discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed, please say no. No. Does pass with one no vote. Mr. Knott. Okay. Yes, sir. All right, new business. We have a site plan review for a trucking hub by S&D Management LLC on Highway 231. Please come on up. Y'all may remember we talked about this, was it last summer? Or it's been a while.
Starting in
In February?
February
Right. So it's already gone through all the rezonings and everything, and so now we're up, ready for the site. plan. That's fine.
We'll still come.
We like a crowd. Please state your name for the secretary and then tell us whatever you'd like to. All right, Gene, would you go ahead and tell us what y'all want to do?
Basically, I think y'all have come with a plan. Our intent is to put a stop for our own equipment. The office area inside.
Anybody have any questions for Gene?
That we should kind of, talk about it.
Is the trailer parking area, is that paved or is that gravel? The trailer parking area that's nearest gravel, okay. The only reason I ask, I remember at some point, it's been several months, but there was a septic field just,
That was standing out to very one looking at it. Right behind the building is the
okay, thank you.
So in looking at the site plan, you see that they will have an access coming off of 231. They have been talking with TDOT. And basically, given the approval of the site plan, they'll be able to get that access from TDOT. They also have, if you notice down towards the bottom, they will also have a very small access off of Bass Road. And that is for the personnel that are actually going to be working there in the offices. So it's not going to be large. There will not be any trucks or trailers going down through that small access onto Bass Road. You notice they do have the different rooms that are going to be detailed out there in the middle of the, well, not in the middle, but in the center of the building there. They will have bathrooms and everything else like that. So they are having to take up some of the soils area, but they have a lot of soils, septic areas here on this parcel of land. There'll be plenty for a primary and a secondary soil area for the septic system. And they do meet all of the different setbacks. Well, with the fire hydrants, you have to have the line, the water line.
That's Castalian Springs Water District. I don't know what they have there. 230.
That's the same issue.
I don't know that question. I don't know the answer to that. I'd have to check and get back to you about that.
Okay. You may need to check with Castalian Springs and see.
No questions. Just look at my notes here. I think much like some of the previous ones, there were some outstanding issues. Look like they've addressed. And then they've answered a lot of the questions in the previous session. So, and looking at the site plan, looks like it's, my only question was about that septic field, but looks like that's
Okay.
resolved as well.
I don't remember.
I do think we need to look at the size of the RV lots with the larger RVs. And that's what this, our, Rockwall RV Park did, was they made the larger parking spaces because RVs now have grown to be very luxurious and they, yes, and they do need, turning radiuses that would be required. So I think we need to make sure that there's going to be some turning radiuses as we do with other things as well. That's what we had discussed last month, that we would be coming up with various RV regulations rather than the campsite regulations, dealing more towards the RV rather than the primitive camping. Yes.
Are they parking on county property? Then they're parking on private property, and that's.
So typically other jurisdictions are requiring food trucks to obtain a permit in order to operate within the county or the jurisdiction. And it's good for a year. And with that permit, then they have to also go and get a business license in the county. Right now, that's not happening. They just operate off the business license that they have from where they came. Say, for instance, they live in Wilson County. They get a business license in Wilson County because that's where they live, and they don't get a business license here where
They
they
pay
come.
all their sale, all that goes to Wilson County.
Yes, sir.